Groovy. I've already been up for a while, so we really are going to get started by going for the walk this morning, but I do need to move some things to the front. I figured I'd give you guys an opportunity to get in here and go ahead and do that and simultaneously get started. Now, I know, I know, y'all are like, God damn, me too. This really isn't about the gentleman on the thumbnail, except that it was that video that I went back and looked at that made me think about this. At the very end of that video is something that is what sparked me having this conversation on our walk today. Because, well, respect, right? That's what we're talking about, respectability politics. And we might as well use the space and the medium with which we're speaking on. I mean, which we're using, which is obviously YouTube. So what I'm going to do is I am going to start this song and I am going to move this to the front. Shout out to my favorite artist. Hey, what you want, honey, you got it. What you need, you got it. Respect when I come home. Hey, hey, hey. All right. The speaker's going to act up because my aux cable is ridiculous. But anyway, we're just moving this way. Ta-da, ta-da, ta-da. How are you doing this morning? Be sure to tell me where you are. Tell me what your theme song is. How's your spirit this morning? I know there's got to be something groovy going on with you this Monday. I do not want to hear the moody Monday blues. I'm serious. We've got enough moodiness every Monday. We don't need it this Monday. Now, some of you who used to have access don't. Watch from the clouds and enjoy. There's a reason. You're trashy individuals. I don't respect you, and I don't want you in my presence if I don't respect you. It's a new day. Isn't that amazing? Some of you I still respect, so you have access, yet you'll find that my tone may be a little bit more terse going forward because, well, my respect for you is waning. But we're going to talk about respectability and respectability politics. I'm going to sip this water. We're going to go on this walk. I do need to grab my coffee, though. Let's see. Have you had any fruits for breakfast this morning? Anybody? Have you eaten this morning? Me? I'm going to have this little um, mandarin. That's going to give me a boost of energy and help me get going on my day. Um, and then we're going to get underway on this walk. But like I said, I want to talk about respectability politics. And as I said, the thumbnail is because the end of that very same Baller X clip. Why? Because I don't watch Fight Club like that, y'all. For real, for real. Told y'all that. If I watch, I leave a like. Not going to subscribe. I see things are changing. What's interesting is apparently now, it's okay to talk about wives. But I don't know. I'll be quiet. It's funny. One of the reasons that I also have this thumbnail up here is because everything that I would ever say about how I couldn't appreciate or respect Darrell for certain things, right? Like being a coochie caper, talking about somebody's deceased so and so. Those are the things that Ernest and his crew of coons would use against him later on. Like they take the words of his so-called closest ally and try to turn them against him. In the hope that eventually he would see me as his problem, I suppose. Or at least he get sick of it enough that he somehow stopped being him. How? We don't know each other like that. You know what I mean? The women in this space, all of them, used his willingness to fight for women to pit him on other men. And then they were too afraid to accept the repercussions of being alone without those men. And so they would tell him not to do anything at all. That's irritating. You don't respect me, but you want to use me. How does that work? You want me to trust you with my information. And you don't respect me. But you see, here's the thing. Whose respect are we looking for? You know? Is it respect from your community? Respect from strangers? Respect from your own family? Whose respect do you seek? Why are you even bothering? I think I'm gonna take this sweatshirt off because it's gonna be sunny and bright. So we'll wear the hat and straps for sure. Okay. So anyway. Whose respect is it you're actually looking for? I want you to, I know that you guys are into popular media, so you'll know what's going on. Look at the Ray J. Kim Kardashian situation. Here we are, 20 something years later. All of them are now parents. And when I say all of them, I mean Kim, Ray J, Kim's mama, right? They are all now parents. And they all have someone else who is going to look up to and respect them, possibly for years to come. Sorry, you guys, I need to. Shoot, I don't know what I did with it. Okay, anyway. Okay. So, we really don't need to get into a whole lot of this, and unless this happened with, well, it is kind of relevant even to this space, right? Because the Ray J, Kim Kardashian thing is about the equivalent of Black YouTube being worried about what goes on with Darrell Long and his penis, isn't it? And who it is that he fusses with. Like, all tuned into one dude for what reason? What is he supposed to be? The Negro Messiah? What the hell? Anyway. Sorry, bro. My bad. It ain't personal. It's just commentary. Anyway. But if you look at Ray J, his biggest issue is that he now has children. And the story about him for the last 20 years has been that he put out about him and some young lady. Well, the story right now is that Darrell Long has been stalking some trifling hoe and her group of minions. That shit's just not fucking true. Everybody in this situation is a mutual combatant except my black ass. And yet somehow I'm in the middle of it because I wouldn't choose a fucking side but my own. Yeah, they are so adorable. They're so cute, tiny little things. She's got these tiny little chihuahuas, y'all. They're absolutely adorable. But okay. So anyway, here I am, minding my own business, making my own content, living my best life, leaving information for my sons, my nephews, my cousins, my nieces, right? That's my goal. I end up somehow, actually, before I even meet Darrell, I'm in the space with the lead attorney cavalcade. And that's for the first time I ended up with this whole respectability politics thing. I even did a video on it back then. Like, who are you to say who should or should not talk about something, be about something? Okay, you may have a degree, but other people have lived experiences. You may have a such and such, but people may have made choices. What up? Oh, what it do? Getting in the morning stroll.
Get that stroll in.
Yes, sir. Thank you. So, okay, literally, I was told by one of them, yeah, you should do your streams at night because weed is for at night, and maybe just on Wednesdays because that's so fucking cliche. Good morning, guys. So the idea, I'm like, who the fuck are you? I go on whenever the fuck I feel like it. And when that didn't work for them, they were like, oh, well, we'll just go on whenever you say you're going to go on. Now, they didn't do just me. That's how love bombing cults work. It's the first thing that they do. Tell you how wonderful you are, then pull you in and try to tell you how to behave. Bruh, bye. I'm out. I don't do indoctrination for any reason, to be honest. So that was the first encounter. Like I said, I told y'all about that on another stream. And then there was a issue with conversations with King where actually I believe that the majority of his audience respected me. I believe that King's problem was they might have respected what it was that I had to say a little too much as a woman on that platform. Because you see, King's one of those men who appreciates women for the aesthetic more for what they actually have to say, and how dare I have a brain, be willing to use it on your platform and then leave and go to my own platform and tell you how I feel, and have a voice powerful enough that even with, back then I might have had like 100 and something subscribers, I had 1,000 fucking views. That's a problem for men like him, right? Now, are all men like him? No. But what a group of men who believe that women should be seen and not heard, corralled together to come against a woman who believes that we all have a right to a voice in every space. Gentlemen, we about to start making the case against the manosphere. You all wanted to mention shit like, I don't know. We'll let it go. What I will say is that shit is on video. And the only way for you to hide it in any of those spaces is for you to block your videos, lose your watch time hours, and guess what, motherfucker? Your internet dollars. How rich will you high value bastards be then? Y'all wanted to play games. You thought that you were playing with some average motherfucker up in this space. You met a real one, didn't you? I would suggest that you all let go of Ernest and all of the other corral and coon motherfuckers up in this space before you all fall with them. And if you think I don't have receipts and documents, remember, we started this talking about Darrell Long and Ernest, right? Y'all heard him over there on that video that's in this thumbnail. Think that brother don't have receipts. Think there's not information in a case to be fucking made. And I'm not just talking about for him. I'm talking about corralling against one woman in the space because she wouldn't choose any of you. Trifling, sad individual. Oh, Jesus. It's a new day, and I told y'all it was JP season. Now, it can be just 30 days, or it can be the rest of your fucking life. It could be every dollar that you made in this space. That's called punitive damages. Ask your homeboy. He'll tell you. Y'all tried it, though. Now, who do you think has the better argument? I can give you the same amount of silence that I gave Simon, but we know that ain't gonna get you nowhere. Simon says, don't associate him with what the funk is this. Can I associate Simon, what the funk is this, E Black, and dear leader Anton Daniels? Whom else can I associate and make proof of it in this space with your own videos? Can I associate Lucky Marie? Can I associate TJ Randolph? Can I associate Uncle Stu? Can I associate Gail at Night? All y'all had better be fucking concerned, because you know I can't. What are you gonna do? Are you gonna cut out all of those videos like you tried to get everyone else to? Don't prove that that person was on your platform or ever had anything bad to say about dear leader. What's it gonna be? You tried it. And if you think I've overshared today, you are mistaken, as always. I told y'all, the best thing that you could do was come see me. You could talk to me. Now you gotta listen and react. Gosh, but you don't want to know, you don't want to say that anything came from me. You don't want anybody to pay attention. Oh gosh, oh dear. Oh, Sincere Saida, it's hard for people to believe that you went to the gym and did some actual exercises when it's just a picture of a still funky looking image. Get up, get out and do something. Don't let the days of your life pass by. You need to get up, get out and do something. Don't all the time trying to get high. You need to get up, get out and do something. Hey, like go for a walk. A real one. Get some of that shittiness up out your chest. As always, there are some of you who aren't worth mentioning, and you will remain as such. The videos are there. Ain't nobody ever gave a care. Pretty much everything you ever said you had to get from me. So much so that you had to put me up in order to draw people to your channel. You had to use clips of when I was on King's platform to make your platform move. Isn't that some sad shit? You really thought somebody wanted to come and play with you. That's damn shame. Now let's talk about respectability. Who do I need to gain respect from? You see, here's the thing. All of those men, at first, they claimed to respect me. Now, they might despise me. What they won't do is disrespect me. In real life, ain't none of them brave enough. Not now one. Some of them are close enough, and they're not coming. You know why? Because they're scary. As scary as Simon up there trying to make the case to be sure that he wouldn't be associated with what the funk is this? And who the fuck is Martin? Anyway, all of that. You don't want scary people in our lives. Not me. I am a foundational, I don't like that term. I am an American-born Black woman I have a unique set of circumstances. I respect those who respect what it is that I've experienced. What up, Darrell Long? How's your spirit this morning? Thanks for joining. I am looking for allies, not friends. You can go corral and be friends. That's fine. That's what they're doing over there. They're friends, and they're what's the term? They're commiserating in their feelings. They're going to feelings church, right? Where two or more of you are gathered, right? They're feeling right now. They're at feelings church. So there's those. I'm not looking for them. I'm looking for allies. Whether you're talking about in business, in life, in relationships, I respect my allies because they have given me reason to respect them. To respect someone is to admire them. Hey, Miss Carter, how's your spirit, gorgeous? Glad to see you. To respect someone is to admire them. And to be honest, I don't ask anyone to respect me. I appreciate it when you do, though. I know some of you do. But that's why my name is JP, the Aspiring Matriarch, which, by the way, darlings, it will be changing soon. But at the end of the day, I'm aspiring every day to be. I'm aspiring to be JP. I'm aspiring to be more abled and less disabled. I'm aspiring to be a matriarch because one day my children will have children and my niece, well, they'll have it's stuff. You know, it's a hinky world out here these days, right? But I'm aspiring, so I'm asking you not to admire me, not to put me on a pedestal, not aspire to be me, because it's my journey. You have your own. You can take with you all the tools that I can give you. It's like me giving you a recipe. It's me giving you all of the ingredients and then telling you to make it for the first time. Do you really think it's gonna come out fantastic? Huh? Let's just say I give you the recipe for duck à l'orange. I give you the duck, I give you the Grand Marnier, I give you everything you need, baby. It's gonna be mwah! And then I leave you alone with your recipe and your duck. How is it gonna turn out? Now some of y'all got big egos. Hey, Mark Harris, how are you, handsome? You guys, you wanna see something gorgeous? Hold on. I need to pause for a minute anyway. Look at that sky. Come on, man. If you're gonna make videos about going for a walk and going to the gym, turn the camera on the sky. I'm sure that your communities are sick and tired of seeing your avatars and your funky ass attitudes. So, how about some of that right here? Isn't that gorgeous? God damn it. Okay. Woo. Your girl's a little bit tired. What am I making? It's a long walk today. I didn't go for a walk yesterday at all, and this morning it rained, so got a little bit of, I can move a little bit easier. But anyway, so I need you to be someone that I can respect before you talk about whether or not you respect me. At the end of that video that Bala X clip put up there, the last thing is this woman sending $10 saying that she don't respect Darrell Long. And then behind the scenes, remember, Gail at night sent $1 to Little Podcast saying that she can't fuck with nobody that fuck with Darrell Long. Well, that sounds like two bitter bitches who don't like one man. Okay, so the fuck what? Do you move his metric? Are you actually a part of his community? Do you make a difference in his life? Or any of the men that you have asked to corral against him? What have you done for those men that they would come together in such a way against one man? Or is it not about the man, it's about the politics of it all? If you can silence two regular people in the midst of you lying about how you have to have money to have power, if you can silence two powerful, regular fucking voices in the midst of you pretending to be kings and queens up in this motherfucker, then you would think that you have won. And yet I would tell you, as sure as I know that video about Simon's bitch ass got the 200 views, this one will too. That's 200 eyes on me now, pointed back at all of you. I name names in this video. Each and every one of you is now connected to dear leader. Y'all might want to figure out what the hell you gonna do. You know me, I'm the one who every time that I play a theme song and YouTube blocked it for a year, I wrote appeals and disputes, pimp. You don't think that I will go for this too? You see the changes that have been made in music? If you keep it under 2 minutes, they pretty much just go ahead and give you a copyright claim for that song, huh? You think that that was you playing music for the fuck of it, never giving a damn about anything else? Come on, babe, pay attention. Get with the program. Everybody has to do their part. Everybody got to play their role and stay in their motherfucking lane. And I stayed in my lane long enough for you coony motherfuckers to do some dumb shit. Worthy of lawsuits. Worthy of taking your platforms and your fucking dollars. I got receipts. You cannot take my channel down. You can copyright bomb me right now. You know what it'll prove? That I'm right. I've never had a copyright strike ever. So imagine I all of a sudden get a bunch after a year being on YouTube. You don't think that YouTube might question that shit? You copied me long enough for me to help you understand what's coming, motherfuckers. Now what? You thought I was insignificant? You thought I was just here for the fun of it? Indeed. Told y'all I'm a people watcher. Waiting. Watching for you to do something so egregious, so fucking out of pocket. There ain't no comeback. There ain't no get back. And every gosh damn dollar that you sent through the fucking banking system, you know, from your bank to CashApp, from CashApp to Little Podcast, from your bank to CashApp, from CashApp to Super Chat to Fight Club with Anton Daniels. That shit's on motherfucking record. You corralled a bully against one man and take him down and left a paper trail. Stupid. Now what you gonna do? Barbecue or mildew? What you gonna do? Y'all might want to see what you can do to fix the problem. Y'all should have made sure that everybody, wow, that's gorgeous, y'all. Holy cow, did y'all see those clouds? You can tell so much I don't care about this shit. I turned around and looked at the clouds. Do you see that? That's fucking gorgeous. Holy shit, Batman. Okay, anyway. What you all should have done was made sure that you had at least given the master plan and the blueprint to everybody that was playing the game. But goddamn, somebody didn't tell Mr. Logic he got in his feelings and uh-oh, dominoes. Bitch. I feel like slapping the table, but I'm really talking about the dominoes that just fall forward. You know, them. This has been a long, slow process It started way back over there. Child. You all should go and look at that video where it all started. I interviewed Eve Black for hours, sweating under them lights. All he could ever talk about was Darrell Long. And ever since then, he's been talking about Darrell Long everywhere he could go. All of you have listened to him. Never once listening to the other man. Now you got yourself in a fucking corner because of Ernest and his emasculate ass. But go off. Every last one of you had him on your panel. One of you called him a motherfucking murderer. Oh, shit now. That one's really gonna sting. How much of your funds will you lose? Bet you it's time to go to Brazil, bitch. Y'all better catch him. He already said he's on his way. You idiots. Y'all didn't listen to shit. It's the government. The government. Yes, Mark, isn't God amazing? Ooh, they gonna leave y'all hanging, holding the motherfucking bag up in this space. They out. They bent the knee. They bought the ticket. All they had to do was leave somebody holding the bag. Y'all, it damn sure won't be this mama right here, pimpin'. Can't be. Nope. It's a new day. Hi, Paco. Yo, y'all, I've been walking for a long time. I should probably go back home soon. But anyway, real black people respect real black people. We respect those who give back to their community. We respect those who don't judge their own for their lived experiences because, Mark, there but for the grace of God, go I, or you, or anyone else. There'll be many people who will have a host of reasons for answers for whatever. No one really cares. You aren't respectable. And you certainly aren't formidable. You're now in trouble. Legal jeopardy. And that's got to fucking be worrisome. Documented evidence, paper trails, and receipts. That's how the government moves. That is the game of politics played in every space. The go along, get along gang is as large or small as is needed to be. And as many say today, they don't even need to be in the space to get it done. Darrell, Mark said, what's up? He's in the chat, he's in the cloud, but I'll reach out to him and let him know. He fine, kicking it, chilling. You said Daniel, my bad. He's at work. Yeah, he's on his way home. So, but yeah, I do need to get back to the house and get that stuff set up. Although, really, like, we'll prep everything up for a day date, and then I told you this before, Mark, it'll end up being day nap. But it is at the time that we get to spend together. So we deal with that more than anything else. So let's talk about Daniel and I and respectability. I'm open and honest about my life. That is respectable. I'll tell you everything about how we came together, and that I do not believe that it is a good idea for everyone. I consider that respectable. I love him because he sees me for me. I love him because he cares enough to show up. These are things that I'd never experienced before. I can literally tell you of a time when my children's father's best friend walked into the room and I was underneath the blanket naked, and he wouldn't leave. And even after I told the children's father, he did nothing about it. One of our gay friends went to bat for me when the man that I was about to marry didn't. And people were like, well, why did you get married then? Didn't you hear me say that my mama was dying, this was going on, he was getting ready to go to war? Pay your fucking attention, y'all. A lot of things happen. This is why you can't judge someone's story through your own lens. This is why just because you have a degree in something doesn't mean that you can truly help someone or put it to use for that matter. This is why just because you raised children doesn't give you the right to speak to everyone as if they were your child, especially if you are still in the midst of raising them, Courtney Michelle. You thought you got out of this video? Girl, bye. You know you use that young brother too. Every name in here. Y'all shared super chats, cash app, dollars. It's paper trail. Plus the video evidence. Because, well, some people couldn't keep their mouths shut and couldn't keep it off the internet. And shout out to Niger Connections for leaving the videos up. Y'all really thought this wasn't going to come to a head, and when it did, it was going to end up in your favor. So you really put someone's home, livelihood, energy in jeopardy. To the larger platforms and gentlemen in this space who've been watching me from a distance and concerned about my energy, I'm an empath. It moves through me. It's not of me or in me. I supported someone in this space when they were being targeted. And you would really hope that someone would do that for you. Wholeheartedly, full-throatedly, shout out to Rico Medium Young. I miss you, dude. And with positive intent in mind. That's what you want in a partner, an ally, anything. You know, you've got to be more aware. And I agree with you, Mark. I think that Daniel, I think he sees more than my playful spirit, yet I believe that that's still probably what he loves most about me. And that's not an offense or any of those things. It's just the truth. And it's kind of what I love most about me, my ability to find the joy despite the shit. You know what I mean? We've talked a number of times here. First of all, about the fact that I've already died. So there's that. We've talked about some of the things that I've experienced in life and so many more, which reminds me, Mark, you're going to want to become a member of the Buy Me a Coffee. I could kind of give you one, but I don't even know who you are in the real world. Also, you guys, please make sure that I'm everywhere: Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, Twitch. Subscribe because the content on each one is different. And I'm saying that now because I am insulating a lot of things. I'm at the point where I'm ready now to start putting things on a road to write the book. And so some of that stuff will be coming out on Buy Me a Coffee first. Some of it will be coming out in the Facebook group. Also, I will be doing Facebook group specific content that will be later posted on someone else's platform. So if you want to be in the know, you want to do that. If you get the JP, the Aspiring Matriarch Facebook link now, it should take you there. And I reopened the Village Facebook group for those of you who need some space to corral and talk as YouTube or content creators. I opened it back up. No one has controls but me because, well, y'all are clowns. So the rule is don't be down there putting in your promotions and all that jazz. It's really about being able to communicate and grow your platforms without having to involve your actual communities. They don't need to know how the sausage is made. Not all of them wants to be content creators. and you all pulling them into your backstories and BS and Meshuggah, well, that's much. And you're like, well, JP, aren't you being hypocritical because you just know? Because this entire time, this is what I have been saying. Get this off the internet, get it somewhere in the back. Talk about the things that matter here. Now we're at the point where men are talking about going behind closed doors to have conversations about shit that affects the entire fucking community. We need to be side by side getting some understanding. We need to talk about what's really affecting the community at large. More specifically, our damn children. They're neither someone's man or woman. They are just damned children. And they need you to see them as such. I must have put my coffee spoon in the thing. Forgive me, you guys. They're just children. And they are our children. And more than anything, this platform is for them. For 10 years from now, when they begin to wonder and come of age, and they need more understanding. And you may say, well, JP, YouTube won't exist in 10 years. Yes. Okay. Well, digital media. Huh? Like right now, you can still go back and find vinyl records. This will stand in more than one place, in more than one space. And then, you guys, it's sound. It carries. It takes a while for it to get around. The same way that this algorithm works. So while you may only see so many numbers today and so many numbers right now, just wait a while. Let's wait a while before let's do it and let's wait a while before we go too far. You know? Thank you, Eden. I am trying to stay consistent, girl. To be honest, it's really not something that I have to try. Let me fill my water cup while I'm over here. I'm one of those people who, and I've said this to many folks, if you do something consistently for 21 days, it'll become a habit. And then from there, you just make it a routine. So without being too aggressive about it with myself even, I just started getting up and doing it. And now it's a habit. It's a routine, and it's wonderful. Because back when I was over there on Conversations with King, I couldn't. They were talking about going for runs, and I was literally sitting in my chair or laying around somewhere thinking, man, I wish I could just walk around my apartment today. Or I wish I could just clean this little space right here today. And now I can go for half-hour walks, and I can do 4-hour live streams and cook a meal and clean my house and all of that. So I can put in a full workday. And that's a blessing to me. Because in 2017, 18, it was something that I didn't think could be. Where I was 5 years ago, and where I'll be 5 years from now, it'll be interesting to see. I'm not one who gives up. I'm not one who quits. So there's that. Where Daniel will be 5 years from now, a whole world will be open to him. And I look forward to knowing him then. my sons are seeing and doing amazing things. I'm so proud of their accomplishments in their own lives. Not because I did anything, except for give them an opportunity. Hey, Partly Cloudy, glad to see you, handsome. You are one of my favorite freckle-faced fellas. No offense, I hope that you don't mind. Um, it's the thing. Freckles and belly buttons. Which is funny because I actually have no, like, I am not a light skinned dude fan. Like, I don't really want to date one. I married one, and that turned out bad. But real talk, you pretty much see freckles on light skinned folks, so it's weird. But yeah, freckles and belly buttons, my favorite things. There's a song, and while I'm at it, introduce your children to some jazz today. How about that? Do something different daily and get a different outcome. But I wanna, y'all know me, I can't do it right because I sure was going, man, Janine, why can't you behave the way that you're supposed to do it? I'm gonna play it right. I'm gonna play it right, y'all. We're gonna do Coltrane because yeah, I was gonna go with the Outcast first. Fair use. A little culture in the morning. Any of you jazz fans down there? I want to play one more song for you after this. I say that Darrell Long and E Black remind me of Lucy and Charlie Brown. I'm going to play Lucy and Linus, though. I love that one. What are your favorite things? Hey, Amma, how's your spirit, gorgeous? Glad to see you at this space today. Man, when I think about the way I came into this space last year, I was telling the truth then. I've not been inconsistent. I've told women about themselves. I've told men about themselves. I was much more, I've always been compassionate, courteous, polite, understanding. But there comes a point when you've done too much, when you need to be held accountable and made aware of what it is that you've done to someone. Amma, you had a birthday. Happy belated birthday. Hey, Quantum Lab, how are you, gorgeous? You are a few of my favorite things. I love you all as my community, as the people who show up for me. I appreciate each and every one of you. Even if you're watching in the clouds, even if you're hate watching, I love you. Because someone should. Someone has to. And I'm willing to. Even when you don't want me to. Now, when you're abusive, when you're combative, and downright fucking disrespectful, I will tell you. And I'm no longer waiting. There are no longer chances to be given. First shot, kill shot. If not, don't try it. Quantum, I am so groovy. Y'all let me go over 2 minutes anyway. I'll deal with it. Also, never mind. I just start giving out free game to coons. So y'all gonna have to pay me. Buy me a coffee. You can get all the information over there. You can be a member, whatever. What did you do for your birthday, Amma, in the meantime? I haven't. So my birthday's on Friday. on a Friday. And I haven't made any plans, right? And you guys, I'm someone who usually, like, I plan something fun and exciting and pay for everything and invite all of my friends because I'm a stay at home. And so when I decide that I want to go out, I want to have a good time, and I don't want to hear anybody shit about why they can or cannot, right? So it's pretty much, hey, here's a date, here's a time, show up. You might need this much money for X. I'm giving you the whole spiel. And then after that, party. Do-do-do-do-do-do. You know why? Because then people don't have to worry. They're not concerned about the tab when it comes, so on and so forth. One birthday, I think I did too much. And well, Virgo season's almost over. It's JP season all month long, but shout out to the Virgos. Happy birthday, you sassy so-and-sos. I appreciate you. So I've got this wound here, and it's not actually a wound. It's a scar. I can't tell you guys the entire story. It's too adult for morning on YouTube, and besides, it's book worthy for damn sure. But I'll just say this: I hosted a party, and it was a lot of people and a lot of stuff. And I ended up getting sick though. I had somehow gotten like a wound on my hand. And then the next morning after, so I got to Atlanta from Hinesville. I got to Atlanta from Hinesville that Thursday. I got in touch with the homie that was helping me put the party together, and he was paying for a portion of it, and so on and so forth. And so that night we hung out, did some stuff, drank whatever, and somehow I nicked my hand. And then the next morning I woke up and my hand was completely freaking swollen. Like this finger was huge, and this whole hand was just So I called him, and he took me to, I think it might have been Grady. Anyway, he took me to an A-Hub. Mark, you said don't be hating. Listen, you Virgos can have whatever y'all just say. Virgos are lovely, sassy, lovely, sassy. Anyway, so I went to the emergency room, and the young guy had to cut the wound open and drain out everything that was there. I was put on antibiotics and painkillers. And so my 36th birthday party, I slept through most of it. Now, I'm only going to say there was some hedonistic debauchery that went on. Period. Put that right there, and I'll put it in the book. It might end up on Buy Me a Copy, so you might want to go anyway. Having said that, first of all, let me just clear the air here. At that time, my husband and I were swingers, so let's just put that out there. Don't be all up in here talking about, see, I told you today. No, motherfucker, again, you need to understand everything. But some of you slow motherfuckers, you know what I mean? Anyway. So I missed it because I was, medicated and blah, 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 whatever. But Mark, if there were ever something that I believe that the universe would hold against me for 10 years, it's probably that night. And here I am going into my 47th year, and while I've had a multitude of personal successes, the growth that my ancestors and generations of cycle breakers has put out into the world, it should be greater. And so I would say that my creator was like, yeah, nah, pimp, you're going to have to pay for that. You're going to. And so as it wasn't like I hadn't, I created a space where people could fall into something that they maybe shouldn't have. Big Rig, talking about yo to the motherfucker. Yo, what up, Mark? You a darn fool talking about your virgin is. Brother, I done told you. Hey, the good news is it'll be in the book. You can read it. You ain't got to hear it unless you want to. But at the end of the day, I have to admit, like, I haven't done egregious crimes against humanity, man, community. I've never taken anyone out. Not even unborn. I have never gone to war against anyone in that way. I fought my own fight. I ran my own race. I poured into my community as much and as often as I possibly could. Um, I had fantastic outcomes. Back then, they would have believed I was respectable. Remind you all, I've been married to someone in the military or retired from it for 26 years. We were swingers for 8. Yet the community around me didn't know. They thought I was a respectable, wholesome, daycare running mom. And I was. Because I could compartmentalize things. I could keep my wins and my losses separate. Mark ain't nothing virgin about your ears, bruh. Between the Q-tips, your finger, and the shit you done heard in YouTube alone, I know your ears are not a virgin. Stop playing with me. I have seen and experienced a lot of things. I can do one of two things. I can tell you the things that I did to get it right in the harshest circumstances. And you can make of it what you will. I can give you the tools. And you can create your own masterpiece. All the hurts aren't going to be there. There will be some. We're people. People. You can't control anyone's behavior but your own. And eventually, people are going to corral together and act like people. A mob mentality. Without leadership or focus, what happens? Chaos, insanity, anarchy. And I'll be honest, that's the difference between Daniel and myself. Daniel's an anarchist. He's ready to burn this ship to the ground. Big Rig said, what you talking about? That Fight Club, that is a whole different scene. Yeah, Big Rig. You and I having been over there in the Conversations with King space, you might see it the same way I do. It's very similar to when I chose to walk away from over there. I believe that there is a space for it. There was one provided for it. Auntie does the purge every so often because sometimes you do need to purge the energy in a space, right? But consistently going back and forth with one another, you go home, you turn your camera off, or your mic off, and you try to figure out the next hateful thing to say. And then the vitriol and the rhetoric just grows and grows and grows until eventually you can't respect anybody or the space. That's what happened with Conversations with King. Look at him now. You may have made it to 1,000 subscribers in like 6 weeks, but have you made it to 5,000 subscribers in a year, considering your growth at that point? Oh, Lemonhead, look at him. Had to rebrand and put your real name out there. Funny thing is that you come into the space and been more honest, even more honest than you were here on my video, on my platform. That video is still here. Can't be copyright strike because, well, you're there. Had you been more honest about what you were going through, more authentic about your lived experiences in real time, sir, you would have had an amazing platform, but you didn't want to go the long way. More to the point, you didn't want to go your own way. Isn't that a shame? Mark says some JP will prefer to keep it inside and self-destruct. Amen, Mark. Big Rig says, I'm a firm believer the type of energy you put out is the same you'll receive. You know, Big Rig, I agree with you, which is why I believe that these people kept distance as much as they could, because in the end, they know truly and honestly that I am not about any of the nonsense in this space. But at the end of the day, you know, again, a group of men who believes that women should be seen and not heard, seeing or hearing a woman who looks like me, who speaks on the things that I do, and with the power to move men and women alike across the entire algorithm. That's a problem. I told Darrell that I think that he's okay. Yeah. Who's the bigger threat? A black mother with a powerful voice, no overlord, no one to tell her what she can and can't say to anyone. I have no criminal record. Isn't that important to y'all? All of the things you say, I'm none of those. The only thing that you can hold against me is a missing tooth. And Lord knows that can be changed well before the character and personality of many in this space. I can be your ally or I can be your adversary. All them ones corralling together right now? Oh, definitely your adversary. Actually, y'all are beneath me. The numbers say it. Big Rick says women should definitely be heard, especially in the bedroom. But seriously, that talk is just wild. To each their own. That's not how I run my home. Exactly. Law of karma or reaping what you sow, Big Rig. Amen. That's it. It's the law of karma. And in this space, all I have sown are seeds of kindness, compassion. I've been here. I don't go out of my way to be in anyone else's business. I'll come into your space if you tell me I can, or if I find something interesting. If you're having a great conversation, I'll get engaged and drop down from the cloud. Everybody gets a like if I watch. I'll get engaged. If I get engaged and I drop down from the cloud, then I'm really going to pay attention, right? And I'm going to share some thoughts, perspective, let you know that I'm there. I'm still a watcher, even if I'm a content creator. I'm not a YouTuber. I'm a content creator. I create on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. Buy me a coffee. I have notebooks upon notebooks of things. I create thumbnails, long videos, short videos. Creation is my outlet as I work towards this thing that my creator has put before me that is bigger than me. It's foundational. It's legacy. It's all the words that you people tried to turn into talking points that never really stuck because it's not true to you. If you don't know what it is to have and create, be a part of a nuclear family, how can you tell anyone else how to get it done? How can you tell the right moves to make, the wrong moves to make? You thinking all of those men just kept calling me behind the scenes that you need to listen. You just need to. You don't under. You. Some of these men have never done the things that they're talking about. How would you know whether or not I can work with someone in business when you've never run a business at all? How can you tell me to manage someone when you've not managed anything more than yourself for almost 40 years? Big Rig said, I'm Big Rig Slaps. I smoke dummy tree, drive with my music too loud and keep it real and trill at the same time. Yes, you do. Exactly. I ain't with I'm not with bullshit or hurting people. Don't come for me, I won't come for you. Don't come for my house, I won't blow yours the fuck up. We had airstrikes today, buddy. Just show and prove time around chill. Cause we out here. Shout out to Southern Shoe. I love that. I mean, he's just got so much damn oomph on it. Like, I know who the hell I am. I'm gonna say whatever it is I have to say, and you're gonna have to eat this L. I appreciate that. Yo, check out my arms, y'all. Look, in there, you talking about my walk. Look at my arm. I'm fascinated by my own body every day. Isn't that some shit? Look at that. Look at that. Ah, we sailing. Ah, we sailing. I'm a Popeye girl. You know from back. Popeye the Sailor Man. You know that part? Pow! I so swole. I can do some stuff. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, sorry. I know y'all like JP. Chill the fuck out. Yes, I'll behave now. I'll behave. Look, the dudes are so disgusted with me that they're gonna pretend like they don't see me flexing my muscles right now and just keep talking to each other. That's how fellas are. Like when your homegirl or when your sister just get too much into herself, you just like, man, just ignore her. She'll chill out. Shout out to Auntie and Koji Malik. Yesterday, I think it was, they had a young gentleman on there who just really wanted some attention, and they weren't interested in giving him none, and they handled him the same way that parents handle children who want and don't deserve attention. They just kept talking over him, and eventually the poor young man was like, well, if you ain't gonna talk to me, then I'm just gonna get myself in the conversation. Then he started trying to ask about what it was that they were talking about, which of all things was bees. And then he was like, hey, Big Rig, don't you hate on my muscles? God damn it. Okay, anyway, but so eventually he was like, well, what you know about bees? And then they still kept ignoring him until the point where they just had to they sent him away, or he went away after being like just basically ignored. It was adorable. It was like as someone who has watched people, handle their chariot, it's some funny shit to see. It's just, as someone who has handled many people's children, there's only so many things you can do. You can't put your hands on kids, and you got to be able to use words and ignoring them and other things. And that was just, it tickled my spirit. Anyway, I'm gonna pack my bowl. I'm supposed to be getting my renewing my car tomorrow, which is actually, you know what? I'm gonna do some Black Mamba. I'm gonna say the last of my sativa. I do have canna oil tincture, you guys, and I'm gonna make some more. Eventually, I will be posting those recipes as I begin to do more research and work on my other recipes, and as I begin to put the metrics in place to get a research kitchen and facilities and all that stuff. And there's a lot of learning uh, in building more than, just, I want to build a foundational nonprofit that can stand the test of time, but that eventually won't be needed. We're at a time of hurt and crisis. There is a hard, cold civil war on the Black community because we are considered the pulse of the people. Why are we considered the pulse of the people? Well, you all continue to use the statistics all the effing time. Black folks are the most this. Black folks are the most that. Black, 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 black. We are the pulse of a nation. And they want to know what we're going to do. We say it all the time. Everybody else, such and such. There's the cauliflower tribe. There are the Asian folks. There are Africans. There are islanders. Everyone corrals together and knows who they are. Right? Isn't that what we always say? Excuse me, guys. Well, if that's the case, then don't we need to begin to corral together, to congregate, to pool our resources? First of all, thank you to everybody for the compliments on the muscle growth. Second of all, you tickled my spirit in there. She said, let me go do 1,000,000 push-ups so I can catch up. Girl, to be honest, I rarely do push-ups. Rarely. I rarely do what anyone would consider exercising. I sing, I dance. Sometimes I do yoga. I play with the plushies. And then there's the exercise time with my love. That combined along with eating right, getting in plenty of protein and nutrients. Ta-da! I'm even this is growing. I don't think I'll ever get to the super friend days like Peace Love and Kendra G. But they're pretending like they wanted to perk back up. And to be 47 and be able to grow muscle and those things is a blessing. And so it's something that I'm really trying to make sure that I stay focused on. Thank you to Mark Harris for joining the Facebook group. I appreciate you. I will get you confirmed here in a little bit. I am having a great morning, Mr. Long. Is it really that cold up there that you got to go and put on the furry face avatar? Good Lord, sir. Big Rig says, we as Black people have no problem airing ourselves out, disrespect our own, make our own feel uncomfortable. It's just wild to me. Amen, Big Rig. He said, you'll never hear or see me bashing my own, but you won't see me acting like we got our shit together either. You dig? That's the point, Big Rig. Yet we can get our shit together. We can do a lot of these things. We can have a lot of what it is that we say everyone has, when in reality they ain't got it either. Yet we can be the example. We can be the pulse of the nation, and we can turn the tide in the nation. And if we're going to turn the tide in the nation, in the way that we have to do that is not giving up on our own. By understanding who our own is. Grammar. Are. By understanding who our own people are. See, I had to get there. Okay, if we can understand who our own people are, then we can affect change in our community. Yet, that's understanding that our allies may not be our people. And if they're not our people, our allies' best intentions may not be our best intentions. And then fuck friends, Big Rig. Friends don't always share their intentions. Friends don't always have intentions that align. We live in a world where you have frenemies. I don't need either of these. I will stick with my allies, baby. I know Mark DeRose called me yesterday and he said that it was storming in the morning where he was, but then it stormed here last night. The weather in the world is just getting out of control, honey. We done had a dust storm that looked like Attack on Titan coming through, and then we had Chocolate Falls right behind it. There's already been a tornado in Arizona. Oh, the only one to touch down in the nation that day. Something's happening. All in the midst of JP season. Go me, it's my birthday. Go me, it's my birthday. Get you up, it's time. I ain't even gonna get the bunny, y'all. Hold on. I'm gonna get started. Stop that. I don't know why I did that. Here we go. Also, shout out to you, Alma. Jessica, it's your birthday. Anybody else celebrating the birthday in September?
One time for the birthday, bitch.
Hey! Big Rig said I was camping. It was 95 and started raining while. Oh Lord! He was like, "What the fuck going on here?" Hey! It's your birthday. I want. And it's your birthday. What? One time for the birthday, bitch. 2 times for the birthday, bitch. 3 times for the birthday, bitch. Oh! Birthday, bitch. Oh, look at that, Darrell Long getting some love when he didn't think nobody liked his punk ass at all. I mean, it's all right, cuz we like you. What up, Simmer? He said, friends just around for entertainment. Salute. Keep your foot on their necks. What up? Hey, Simmer, happy birthday to you too. It's JP season. Y'all welcome to come over here anytime. Hey! We packed my bowl. For your birthday. Oh, come on, Alma. Go and get a little shaky. Can't nobody see you, girl. I won't tell. It's your birthday. Oh. Say what? I want to get up and do like the Cabbage Patch, the Running Man, and all that, but I'm not dressed for it. If you a bad and it's your birthday, one time for the birthday. Happy birthday to my dope ass dad. Rest in peace. Rest up 9/17. Happy birthday to my dope ass on 9/27. Hey! Much love. I was not hating on your birthday, Mark. What you talking about? I would never. I said happy birthday to you. I told you you could have a day, but the month was mine. Your birthday starts JP season. My birthday ends JP season. And because it's been trifling people in this space, it might go on all the way until October 31st. Because that's also when my attorney says, well, never mind. Happy birthday to everybody who's a September baby. Sapphires and shenanigans for everybody. Yo, man, I mean, your girl is like cut. Sorry, y'all. You got to understand. Okay, this is the reason why I'm tripped out by seeing myself so toned, knowing that I've lifted no weights. Because, excuse me, after I had the gastric bypass surgery, 15 years ago, ho, don't try me. You don't have the discipline to survive 15 years post gastric bypass surgery. Don't do it. Now, having said that, I went to the gym for like 2.5 hours a day, at least 5 days a week for years, right? And I had this type of cut, but I didn't have the belly definition that I do now and some of those other things. And I never grew a butt, y'all. I went from 6 to 745. We're pushing up on 8 real quick. Anyway, but so just to be like singing and dancing, moving around, taking care of my house, my home, and having this be the result of that, along with healthy eating and exercise. I mean, along with healthy eating and getting as much rest as I can. Now, you know, I don't sleep too well, but anyway. Mark, I'm just, it's growing. Wait, what's that song? There's a song. Now we're just gonna go ahead and do this. Shout out to Sir Mix-a-Lot. Cause now, oh my God, Becky, I'm gonna tell y'all the truth. Don't say nothing. Don't judge me on this one, but I'm gonna tell y'all the truth, okay? I'm gonna tell y'all the truth.
Oh my God, Becky, look at her butt.
I'm gonna tell you the truth. I was laying on my bed. I was laying on my belly on my bed, right? And I shook my body and it moved behind me and I saw it. And I was like, is that my butt? So here y'all go.
It is so big. She looks like one of those rap guys' girlfriends.
I was like,
who understands those rap guys?
I can look back at it.
Talk to her because she looks like
oh snap, yo!
I mean, her butt. It's just so.
I
feel like it's so round. It's so out there. I mean, gross. Look. She's just so.
I'm sorry. But that I cannot lie. You other brothers can't deny. There was a girl walks in with an itty bitty waist and I know it is, Mr. Stewart. We were talking about debauchery like 20 minutes ago. You late, bro. You behind on the nasty on the Monday, my man. That butt you got me so horny. Ooh. Oh. But you ain't that ever is groovy. Like a turbo. Oh. Yes, Mark. Simple steps. Grow you a booty, grow you some arms. That's right. Look at that butt. Shake it. Shake it. Shake that healthy butt. Baby got back. Hey, this thing. Some of y'all can't shake that healthy butt because it's not natural. That shit don't shake. It just moves like this. It's like Frankenstein's mummy walking behind you and shit just Ah shit. I done did too much. Let me stop. Let me chill out. Let me chill out right there. Big Ray says, shit, I walked in the room the other day, seen fresh out the shower, naked booty. I said, well, you gonna have to get in the tub again. Ah! Tell him, Big Rig. Look, Daniel took a fresh, clean shower, everything. He had about 15 minutes before he had to be on his way out the door. I sure did take 10 of them, and he took a 2-minute whole bath on. You gotta do what you gotta do. You listen. What's this? You gotta. Oh, this was the one that comes up first. This is the one we're gonna go with. She gotta be your fantasy. You gotta be her fantasy. Like, you gotta fantasize her naked laying in bed. So when you get home and she naked laying in bed, you're like, oh shit, I got a gift today. Right? You want to fantasize about her standing up in the kitchen naked with bacon grease popping on her. And you walk over and you just, get that bacon grease off for you, baby. Let me get that up for you. What you say, Big? Yeah, don't play with me like that. You gonna get it. Like that, don't you, girl? Make him sing about you. Make her sing about you. Make these songs matter for more than just a moment or two. Whatever you do, though, don't make it the theme song at your wedding. That should get you in trouble sometimes. Hey! Oh! Get it! I want to do the ODB version, but I'm not gonna. Anyway. It's funny. We started out talking about respectability, and we ended up on fantasies. I don't know how we got there. I think that you should respect your fantasy, though, if that says anything. So if your person's not your fantasy, is it possible that you don't respect them? It's not them that you truly want. If your person is your fantasy and you don't respect them, what does that say about you and how you view them? And yeah, fellas, hold on, let me read the chat. Big Rig said, I make them call me throughout the day wondering what I'm doing. Hey, Big Rig, you a mess. That come here, girl. And that's right. You know, who was it? It was L. Nixon. Last night, L. Nixon was going off. Do you hear me? Oh, like, it's one thing. Y'all, if you've been around the military, you know. L. Nixon basically like had his entire brigade standing at attention on the deck of the ship, going the F off. You know, fucking men who fucking do the men. I should drop all of you and make you give me 100 push-ups. He was like that. And then Auntie damn ass, somebody daddy over in the space. You know what, Auntie? Real talk. I don't know which one of us you was trying to get to act right, but I don't often troll a troll. You couldn't just let me just have it. I was gonna get my act. I had already said that I was gonna respect the space and not keep trolling slow hoes, but I was just having a moment. I just wanted to get it out. Because sometimes the space needs to be purged of foolishness. Sometimes you have to get into the mud just a little bit in order to clean up the space. You know, it's like when you go to change your child's diaper and then you think that you got all of the poop and then you find out, nope, they're going to do some more. Or all of a sudden you see that one spot on your hand. Like, how the hell did it get there? Well, you in the shit now. You got to get it up. You got to clean it off. It's all right. It'll be okay. Uh, Bigger said keep them on cloud nine because they keep you on cloud. Uh, so I'm just saying, sometimes you got to get into it in order to get out of it. Now, though, I'm beyond that point, and I am going to put this phone on the charger real quick. Sorry, y'all. I'm like, JP, what is you trying to do, child? Find a charger. Should I? Oops. Because it wants to die on me. And I don't want that to happen just yet. Although I do really need to probably get on with the rest of my day. I appreciate y'all hanging out with me. It's been an hour and a half. And y'all amazingly, like an hour, like a half of that, a half hour, almost 45 minutes of it was a walk. I am so proud of me. I have come so far. Those of you who've been rocking with me since the lead attorney days, you know, like I wasn't lifting, moving, doing a lot of nothing. It might have been within my first 6 streams where I had to turn the camera off because I was in so much pain. Sorry, y'all. I'm getting my tripod. I was in so much pain that it was just like I turned the cameras off and cried. And then I put on my big girl panties and got back on camera because I was like, no, ho, you're a whole adult out here and you can do this. You can work through this pain. And over the year, I have been doing my best to be able to show up no matter what in some capacity. And that can be really difficult. Who's laughing at me and why? Big Rig said JP will get in the kitchen and make a peanut butter. Hey, first of all, Big Rig, I hope that you have been watching my food shorts. I hope that you like them and comment. If you all comment under the last one where you just see the rice going and the plate of food, I will send you the link for the finished product. But then again, to be honest, I can already tell you where the finished product is located. It's already out there. Ta-da! Okay. Now, my phone is charging, and I'm here. Like, here's the other thing. Hey, to all you heifers who worried about the size of my space and what it is that I do with it, is yours neat? Is it clean? Is it organized? Can somebody walk into your kitchen and find whatever it is they need? That's kitchen appreciation. That's home training. You should get you some. You should try it sometime. I would take you over there, but this phone is getting ready to die, so that's why it's on the charger now. But I've already got beans on the stove. That were soaking overnight. We're going to do pot beans. I try to do those on Mondays, so we're going to do some. I've got kidney beans and garbanzo beans. I'm going to use the kidney beans to make red beans and rice. And the garbanzo beans, I am going to make a a tangine, which is like chickpeas and veggies and a spicy tomato-based stew. So I intend to do that, yet I might just do chickpea curry and get it up with, because I still got coconut milk. I've got the chickpeas and I've got the curry. I've also got sweet potato and carrot. So here's the thing, guys: sweet potatoes, broccoli, carrots, mangoes. These all have myrcene in them. Terpene, I'm not going to just say myrcene. They've got limonene, terpene, caryophyllene. These are the terpenes that you need to help with chronic pain, with inflammation. Um, the limonene helps with brain fog, um, clarity, and focus. You need to understand these things. It's no hocus pocus. It's no magic. It's just understanding how food can heal you. That includes your cannabis and your food. They're both grown in soil. They come from the same place. You consume them. It is the nutrients, minerals, and vitamins that fuel you throughout your day. Understanding how to use them in conjunction, collaboration with exercise, diet, and mental discipline, that's finding the power in who you are. That's keeping your spirit up by doing different daily. It takes a lot. It can be done. And you can have amazing outcomes. Or not. You know. Big Rig says, man, I can't stand a dirty kitchen. I will personally clean up the kitchen before any cooking. Yes, Big Rig. I'm with that early Saturday cleanup, old school shit. You dig? We scrubbing walls and all. My man, Big Rig. Tell him, yo, I love a domestic dude. I'm not going to front. Like, guys hate when you say that shit. But a man who will make sure that his home is taken care of. The same way he makes sure that his automobile and his suit and outfit is taken care of. God damn, that's some sexy shit. I guess it's because I know it means that he's going to take care of you too. He's going to pay attention to every detail about you the way that he details everything in his life. God damn. That's some sexy shit. That is some mood enhancing, like, if you know what I want before I tell you what I want. Woo, child. Trying to tell you, it'll do something for you. Don't be over here flirting with all the ladies. Terrell in the chat, I've been in this. Sorry, trying to find this song real quick, y'all. Ta-da. I love this little Tennessee white boy. I want to knock, but I can't help it. I know what he did to Janet, but she played her own part too, y'all. Besides, I don't really have a concern for first world problems too much. Like that. Hey!
Why you standing so far away? Finding the man is looking on. Why don't you come out and play? And get closer to your animal inside. Maybe you act like the gentleman that you all love. Get to know me. Maybe you act like a lady, don't have to cover it up. Please, you want to show me. Maybe remember the reason why.
I don't know, you guys. Maybe I'll go live this week. Y'all got stuff you want to talk about? Put it in the Facebook group. Be sure to join, you guys. I'm gonna play my favorite song from this album, y'all, because it's funny to me. Then I'm gonna get out of here.
Don't talk, come here, tell me what I don't know.
It's still the funniest thing to me.
I don't know.
I know you can't hear me.
Come here, tell me what I don't know. I want, come here, tell me what I don't know. Don't know I want.
Okay, look, this song, I just always swore up and down that he said, I'm in love with black girls. But he did. But I sing it that way just to say, because I'm like that. So,
all the way from Memphis, Tennessee.
show them some Southern love.
JT and the Tennessee.
JP and the citizens of YouTube. That's me and you, dude. Ah, shit.
Thank you for having us out tonight.
JP and the citizen kids. Oh, damn. Oh, shit. We gonna start us a band.
Yeah.
Who's gonna be our soulful white dude? We don't have one yet. Karscar, are you out there? Can you come back?
Didn't have to run. I knew it was love from a mile away.
Hey.
But I had to catch you running through my mind all day, baby. They'll say I'm crazy, 'cause anybody, even when your father say that I can't be with you, I don't hear a word they say. 'Cause I'm in love with that girl. Hey. So don't be mad at me, 'cause I'm in love with that girl. So don't be mad at me. So much from the other side of the track. So what, the world don't think we match. I put it down with my love so much. Guess what? I'm in love with that girl. She told me she's in love with me. Now we didn't have to fall, but we fell in love
To the bottom,
day. No one there to catch us like when you fell from heaven that day. Baby, people always staring, but I don't even care nothing about it, babe. 'Cause since I saw your face, I've been staring just the same. I'm in love with you.
Oh, okay, I gotta chill out. 2 minutes. It's actually a really good theme song for the point of this discussion. Respectability politics. So what the world don't think we match, I'll put it down like my love's on wax. Guess what? I'm in love with that girl. I respect that girl. I appreciate that girl. I pour into that girl, and I hope she pours into me too. I don't pour into her because she pours into me. I pour into her because I love her. I love her because she can see the man in me. Not my potential, not what I might grow to be. I love her because she loves the man that I am. I love him for the man that he is. Flaws and all. Love is the fourth of the lives. It does take work. After love, you have to have a reason for every season to keep going, to continue to do different daily with the one that you love, to break cycles and receive different outcomes, and build foundational, generational changes. So, summer season and that soft girl bullshit is almost over. Fall's coming. Are you prepared for the new season? The solstice is September 20th. No? Is it? Okay. Are you prepared? Aside from having your hoodies and your jeans and your boots, what else are we going to offer this fall? attention, baby. Shout out to the ones who love the horns, the drums, the steps. Hey, if you can two-step, let me know. I need a refresher course, especially the Tennessee Cha-Cha. All right, y'all. I really do have to go make me some breakfast because it is almost 9 o'clock. All right, I gotta go make some breakfast and get my bath in for the morning. I'm gonna make peanut butter, oil, and some other things. I will be putting up videos and stuff. Check out our spaces. I appreciate you for hanging out. Thanks for being a part of my community.